Antonelli's Tea Shop, and we're the Antonellis.
We chose our Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because we earn a
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway from FedEx Field. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, 50 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll look to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. O.J. Howard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 1. Gibson again, and this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Play fake. Bridgewater. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. From the 27, Bridgewater. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Williams brings it in. Touchdown. Mike Williams, 32 yards. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range all the way down to the 15 here. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Herbert now. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Charger drive about to get going. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, 47 yards. And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. A first down run for Elliott. Not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And on the left left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And they snap it to Herbert. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on fourth down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run it with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down throw for Bridgewater. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on third. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for the 1st down. Now Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They had pressure coming, and they got him once again. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got